Hey guys, Michael here from michaelsherlock.com. I'm here with the Motorola Droid 2. I'm just going to show you text input because messaging, sending emails, SMS, all those things are very critical to a smartphone's success because it's a very popular thing to do. So I'm just here on my alternate YouTube channel, youtube.com/michaeluncensored, in the web browser. You should probably check that out if you haven't already. And you can just tap up here. And one of the first things, thanks to Froyo, or actually, this is just Android 2.0, I believe. You can just type in it or talk it in by clicking the little microphone. So what I'm going to do, I am going to search for ESPN, ESPN.com. It searched it in Google, and then I can go ahead and go from there. So we can try another one, NFL.com. It's the start of the NFL season today, so I thought it would be worthwhile. So that'll load just the same. So let's go ahead and open up a new text message. Just create a new one. So here's the basic interface here. You can send to or enter your message. So right now, there are two virtual keyboards. You know a lot of this from my previous Android phone review, but the multi-touch keyboard is really pretty good. Whoops. And it didn't really turn out as nicely as I wanted, but you can take my word for it. It actually does a pretty good job. It's just, again, recording from a weird camera angle. Puts my hands in a weird spot. So pretty much similar results in landscape. But if you just hold input method, you can change to swipe. I really do love swipe. Hold on, let me just go back and fix good. This is a good keyboard, and again, it works in landscape as well, or in portrait, I mean. In fact, I like it the best in portrait for some reason because my thumb doesn't have any problems getting anywhere on the screen. This is a good keyboard. And if you've used this in person, you know it really is pretty good. But the final input method is the full backlit QWERTY keyboard. Now, this has 3 rows for your letters. It does not have a dedicated number row at the top, so you'll have to use the Alt key. So let's say this is a test of the keyboard. Keyboard. All right. That's a typo. Whatever. Anyway, so this actually turned out the best because I was able to tilt it to my angle the best. But I don't think it's the best input method on this phone, to be frank with you. I'm kind of disappointed at how close the keys are together. If you look here, you can see they're essentially they're not raised really at all, just a little bit. They're very close together, and I'm kind of disappointed, especially when I've used this keyboard, which was pretty good on the Epic 4G, another Android device. This really is not the best keyboard. It's decent, you can definitely get used to it, and if you really practiced a lot, you could get much faster than any virtual QWERTY board. But with swipe, I think it really matches the speed, the top speed that you could get with this particular keyboard. So if you're really a heavy messenger and you really are looking for a top-notch keyboard, you may get this just because it's one of the only droids on Verizon Wireless with a keyboard. But, it's nothing to write home about. It's just decent. It does a pretty good job, again, if you get used to it, but it's not the best. And of course, before I forget, This really isn't typing, but you can still input text onto your phone, but it's the same thing. This is a test of the text input feature using only your voice in Android. That was pretty long. Let's see how well it did. This is a test of the text input feature using only your voice in Android. So it was actually 100% correct, which is pretty good. So text input with your voice, you can do that as well. I showed you that in the browser. It works pretty well for the most part. Typing URLs not going to be a good thing with your voice. Typing obscure things like youtube.com/therevived1, not really going to work with that. But it's a pretty nice feature to have and gives you a lot of ways to input text. So I'm Michael Sherlock from michaelsherlock.com. This is the Motorola Droid 2 for Verizon Wireless, and that is how you input text. What's your favorite text input method based on this video, or if you have a personal preference? I'd love to read that in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.